Hello, my people. I don't come again. I don't come with another train. I know what they talk here now. Totori, I don't bring out make another one. Rofe, may God bless you for this topic where you bring out for concerning of education, when I bring out for Nigeria. Because this thing really affect me when I did for Nigeria at that time. Common government school that they pay them. Everything how they pay, I don't get money to pay. So now what we do here, don't forget to like, to comment, subscribe, and remain blessed.
The academic staff union of universities, ASU, is warning the federal government over forcing the lecturers back to work without issues being resolved amicably. Professor Emmanuel Oshodeke has said that what the government is trying to do will eventually achieve no good, as no one can force unwilling workers to duty against their wish. The lecturers in the federal universities walked out of the job in February over pay and work conditions.
Question I will ask before I will stop. If the court forced the lecturers to go to work tomorrow, which type of teaching will they do? That's the question. If you court force Nigerian academics to go and teach against your will, just like the court forcing a doctor to go and treat a patient against your will, how many of us will go and meet that doctor? That is the question I will ask Nigeria.
All right, a lot to talk about, sir.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot to unpack there. You go and teach against your will. I mean, this is 7th month of the ASU imbroglio. It's shameful, isn't it, that we have to be here discussing why students are still at home, waiting for government to sort the issues with ASU. I'm not happy that this is where we are. Nobody is happy. The students are not happy. Everybody is feeling the pain. But then it doesn't look to me like the federal government of Nigeria is interested in a solution that will be, in a solution that everybody will be happy about. You've gone to court, you've gone to the industrial court, you've won first round, but then ASU has appealed, and that will stay for a long while. There are indications that ultimately what you're trying to do is to deproscribe ASU. Rufai, what will happen if you look at the carrying capacity of the students in Nigerian public universities, it's almost half of what we're dealing with. If you take out the state universities and the private universities, if you can deal with it, if you can handle it, let's look for alternative. But then that can come from a government who in 2013, 2012, 2013, 2014 supported ASU against the Goodluck Jonathan government to say that accede to the demands. Once you have agreed to the demands, deal with it. This is where we are, and it's not cute. It's not tidy. By tomorrow, this week entirely, because we're not going to have a resolution in any time soon in the court. So this week, we'll be dealing with in Calabar, in Port Harcourt, in Abuja, hopefully up north. The same thing that we witnessed in Lagos. Students, non-members, going to the streets to block the roads, going to the airport to say that you can't travel. Look at our plight. If you can deal with it, you should feel our pain. The Minister of Education, who is he? Where is he? We can feel him. We can hear him. It looks like, and he's been there for more than 7 years. The Minister of Labour, who is he? Where is he in all this argument? It's so shameful that we have to get to this point at a time that Nigeria, unfortunately, is dealing with other, issues. ASU will have to, the federal government will have to look for a different way to sit down with ASU and say once and for all. Because if we are not careful, Rufai, by December, we'll be saying the same thing. And by December, it will have been a total session gone. 7 months, 9 months is what you deal with in a session in a university. But then we have done 7 months. What are we talking about? It's not fair, it's not cute, it's not nice, it's not tidy, and it's not good for Nigeria.
But what do you expect? In a country where we do not appreciate education. In a country where 20 million children are out of school, in a country where, even in the urban cities like Lagos, you have 2 million children out of school, ASU going on strike for 7 months, our government not solving the problem doesn't surprise me. But I keep saying that if you want to build Nigeria, you build it through education, intellectual pursuits.
Absolutely.
What is the cost of our investment over the years in education? I'll give you the analysis. Over 20 billion in remittances that comes in every year to this country
From the diaspora.
is the price of people that got their first degree from Nigerian University. In the last 10 years, Nigeria has had a trade deficit of over 160 billion. Guess what fills up that trade deficit? Diaspora remittances. In the last 10 years, we've done over $160 billion in diaspora remittances. It is diaspora remittances that is saving this country. If not for diaspora remittances, the dollar should be looking at close to 1,000 or even over 700-800 naira now.
Are you sure we won't get there?
Yes, if not for diaspora remittances. Diaspora remittances has been saving the country. And that's why when the CBN wanted to shore up the dollar base in this country, what did they do? They went back to the people in diaspora that got their first degree from Nigerian educational system, and they did a naira for dollar scheme. That if you bring this XY, we give you more naira. And we can see that we collected billions quickly of US dollars to shore up our base. So if the people that lay the golden egg, those that got their first degree from Nigerian educational system and went abroad, and bringing in money back to this country, and we can see the price of education, then the question is, why isn't the government solving the problem? Because we don't even understand. We don't even care. If you think diaspora remittances, if you think that education is not important, you saw Dr. Philip Ozoa, that invested $1 million of his money into UCH. He got his first degree from UCH. Just imagine if UCH had not produced something like that. Look at our own Nigerian Dr. Fauci, Professor Tomori. One day during the COVID crisis, cried on air and said, if not for Western Nigeria scholarship, he said his parents were poor people from Osun State, but he got a Western Nigeria scholarship. He went through the ranks, got up to his PhD level, and today he's serving Nigeria. And we know the immense role he played in saving this country during COVID. And kudos to Baba, wherever is watching us this morning, Professor Tomori, this morning. But that's the price of education. So if we keep neglecting that as a nation, we are not ready. So I'm not surprised. The question is, how will they quickly cover the shame of this 7 months ASU strike? It is for them to solve the problem. It is for us here, the commentarians, to comment.